Early in your travels through the Commonwealth, you might happen upon a military radio frequency. Listening to this frequency will give you the quest fire support, as well as details about a detachment of Brotherhood of Steel soldiers who are trapped in a nearby police station. Get some pretty powerful weapons for your level, and head on over to find 3 members of the Brotherhood of Steel absolutely swarmed by ghouls. Now, take advantage of all the choke points in the area, but be careful if you're going to be using mines in those choke points, as the Brotherhood of Steel people might walk into them and set them hostile to you, which will cause a domino effect that will ruin your life. Once the fighting finally dies down, which will be several waves, believe me, talk to Paliden Danse, who's the big dude in the power armor, and he'll help you figure out the situation, and then ask if you'd like to help them get things up and running so they can phone for help. Agreeing to give him a hand will give you the keys to the police station, and you'll also be allowed to take pretty much anything inside of that building, and believe me, there's a lot of ammo and goodies in there. Once you're done looting the place for anything useful, talk to Paliden Danse again and agree to help him find something at ArcJet Systems that will repair the radio transmitter and get them the help they need. You're gonna have a bit of a jog, but you'll get a bit of story development too as you're talking to the big dude in armor. After your little jog, you'll find yourself at a place called ArcJet Systems, where they were using various pieces of technology to do God knows what. You'll see in a bit. Paliden Danse will say some flavor text things about what he thinks about this technology firm, and then you'll find yourself in a room where a bunch of Securitrons would have ambushed you if they weren't already ripped to pieces. A bit of talking with Danse will reveal that there are probably Institute synths somewhere in this building, and they need to be very, very careful. The next room you enter will have a locked door in it that you need to get past in order to progress, but no way to pick it. Explore the room a bit, find a terminal with a novice lock on it, and hack the terminal to open the door. Now, before you go through the door or do anything, be sure to throw a grenade, a Molotov, or whatever you have into that doorway, as immediately after the door opens, a bunch of synths will try and ambush you. Fight your way past the synths into a large chamber containing a gigantic rocket, and you'll find that the elevator you need to get to the top of the chamber is broken. Paliden Danse will ask you to go find a way to power the elevator while he keeps an eye out for any more synths. Go into a hole in the wall nearby, and you'll find your answer to how you get the elevator running. Make sure to grab that unique heavy weapon, the junk jet, that it's probably going to be very, very hard for you to miss. And then there's a fusion core also along your way to getting everything powered up. Once you start the sequence to bring power into the chamber, Danse will immediately be swarmed by synths. There's 2 options here. Either you can go out there and fight along with him, or if you're feeling a little bit sadistic, head to the computer that's just by the window and initiate the test fire of the rocket. There'll be a very slow countdown, and then everything inside that chamber is going to get immolated except for Paliden Danse, who miraculously survives thanks to the miracle of powered armor. If you decide to fire the rocket, now would be the time to go check on Danse, apologize profusely, and then make sure he's alive, which somehow he is, and then you'll find that the elevator's working and you can take it to the top. Taking the elevator up will take you to the final room in this building, where you'll be supposedly finding this piece of equipment that will fix all the problems. However, it's nowhere to be found, and there are a bunch of synths inside the room. Mow down all the synths, because at this rate they're pretty much Star Wars battle droids that die in 2 hits, and then find the piece of equipment you need on the synth leader. Exit the building and have a chat with Paliden Danse, where he'll ask you to hand over the equipment, which you have no reason not to give him, and in exchange, he'll give you a very useful early game weapon called Righteous Authority, a modified laser rifle that has a very high crit rate, as well as a better crit charge. Paliden Danse will then ask you if you'd like to join the Brotherhood of Steel, which you can answer however you want, but I'd suggest at least inclining that you'd like to join, because the Brotherhood of Steel in the early game has a lot of very, very useful items to get your hands on. That does it for these 2 quests. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, be sure to like and favorite the video so that you can come back to it later. And be sure to keep your friends in mind who might be having trouble starting the Brotherhood of Steel path by sharing this video with them so they can get the job done. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more Fallout 4 quests as I make them, and anything cool I can find in the expansive universe of Fallout. Until next time, thanks for watching, and see you later.